subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to see my latest videos. Hello all and welcome to Mimamsa Tales. As a child, I always wanted to do something for other people around me. And what else can be more rewarding than relieving pain of someone and make them smile? I'm in a profession where every day I make at least 10 people around me smile and help them eat and enjoy their food well. And by now, you all would have guessed my profession, I think. Yes, I'm a dental doctor, and for more than 25 years, I've been working as a clinician as well as an academician. Though many women dental doctors have passed in all these years, I'm sure most of us today are unaware of the 3 pioneer women who graduated in dentistry from India, and those who have left the legacy or a path for all the past, present, and future young dental women to continue. This made me to research on the details, and today we are going to look into those details. This is a story which talks about before independence and India-Pakistan partition times, that is somewhere around 1945 and 1947. Dr. Fatima Jinha, one of the founders of modern Pakistan and the sister of Muhammad Ali Jinha, was the first woman to graduate in India, who obtained her dental degree from the first dental college started in the year 1923. It is the Dr. R. Ahmed Dental College in Calcutta. I'm saying Calcutta as it was called so at that time, named after Dr. R. Ahmed, who founded this first dental college of India and worked as a principal until 1950. Now, going back to Dr. Fatima Jinha, the surprising and interesting story is that she was the first woman dentist of Pakistan, studied from India before the Indo-Pakistan partition and later shifted to Pakistan post-partition, that is in 1948. Having practiced dentistry for few years, Dr. Fatima had to take the responsibility along with her brother Muhammad Ali Jinha, a politician then. She later became a politician and was then referred to as the Mother of Nation and the Lady of Pakistan. Please remember, we are talking somewhere 97 years ago story, with such preliminary facilities and a totally neglected profession. It was in those days that Dr. Fatima Jinha became the first certified dentist in 1923, and her biography says that she worked in a clinical setting in Bombay until 1929, and after the sudden demise of her brother Muhammad Ali Jinha's wife, she stood as a support pillar to his family until her last breath. Truly, it is such a proud moment for me today to talk about this woman who, born as the youngest among the 7 children in Jinha family on the 31st July 1893 to Mr. Jinha Bhai Punja and his wife Mrs. Miti Bhai in Kathiawar, Gujarat during the Bombay Presidency in British India. This young woman would have never thought that one day she would be the first Governor General of Pakistan and later the President of Pakistan from 15th August 1947 to 11th September 1948. And today, her birth and the death anniversaries are among the public holidays in Pakistan. A truly fascinating and inspiring woman in dentistry. Now let us see another pioneer woman in dentistry who graduated at the same time but maybe few years of difference, and she is Dr. Tabitha Solomon. Dr. Tabitha, born in 1901 in a Jewish family, Calcutta, graduated from the Calcutta Dental College and Hospital 1928, which is founded by the legendary Dr. Rafiuddin Ahmed. Dr. Tabitha was awarded as the licentiate in dental science on 30th March 1928, that is exactly after 5 years, from Dr. Fatima Ali Jinha, who graduated in 1923 from the same college. Please remember, this is again going back to the past, that is almost 92 to 95 years ago story. In those days, the Jewish women were usually very well educated, and it seems the history says that they played a very, very crucial role in their families as well as in the country. And this is now so amazing to know that Dr. Tabitha Solomon assisted her teacher and mentor Dr. R. Ahmed with the Calcutta Dental Journal. Her dynamism was proved again as she started a dental clinic all by herself in Chittaranjan Seva Southern Hospital, Kolkata. I'm saying Calcutta and not Kolkata. which was then named after the renowned advocate and the freedom fighter, a politician too, and that is Sri Chittaranjan Das, who lived between 1870 to 1925. Today, the prestigious National Institute of Cancer Hospital is also in the same premises in Calcutta. Do remember, all this happened 95 to 97 years ago. Going back to Dr. Tabitha Suliman, while working in Chittaranjan Seva Southern Hospital, she also served in different hospital in an honorary capacity only. There are no words to express her life and attitude. As a pioneer woman of her times, Dr. Tabitha Suliman served several Jewish community committees, including Calcutta Jewish Association and a multicultural Calcutta Women's Committee. It is so proud to know about this woman who was far ahead of her times. Now, here comes another story of Dr. Vimala Sood, who was also among the pioneers like Dr. Fatima Jinha and Dr. Tabitha Suliman. Dr. Sood was born till little after them, that is in 1922, and graduated from Punjab in 1944. That is, please remember, before our independence and before our Indo-Pakistan partition. Dr. Vimala Sood's life is an interesting story again. The time when the girls were not allowed to study at all and they had all kinds of restrictions, and that was the time Dr. Vimala Sood was born in a Punjabi family at Lahore, Pakistan. It seems Dr. Vimala was the only woman out of 30 students in her class at the De Monte Morency College of Dentistry in Lahore, that is in today's Pakistan. In her family, many of them, being doctors, had a great influence to become one, and with her brother's encouragement, got admission into a dental college to become a dentist, and she challenged the gender stereotypes. During her graduation course, being the only female student, she had a special attention from the boys as well as the professors. After her studies from the then Punjab University, Lahore, Pakistan, remember, we are again discussing about the incidents in 1945 and 1946. She moved to New York, USA for an internship and later completed her master's in pediatric dentistry in 1955 from the University of Minnesota. After independence of India and the India-Pakistan partition, Dr. Vimala Sood moved to Chandigarh. Dr. Sood initially worked in Wellington Hospital, which is now called as Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital in New Delhi. It seems in those days she used to visit villages in her mobile van. Dr. Sood was also a part of dentist team that had a setup of camp in Jalandhar to treat patients coming to India after the partition from Pakistan. Dr. Sood in later years worked and retired from Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, that is JIPMA, Pondicherry. She remained single throughout her life. Dr. Sood, in her words, said that the biggest challenge in olden days was to make people aware that tooth extraction was not the only treatment for all the dental problems, which I think many of us will agree, because even today in many of the places this myth is still there. November 2016 happens to be a great year for her, as she was in Punjab University, Punjab, which was relocated after partition in 1947 from Lahore, Pakistan. Dr. Sood was in a moment of pride at the White Coat ceremony and induction program for the first year students of 2016 batch. To recall in her words, "I don't know, but it happened. I do not have pride in it. I don't know today how I reached up to here. Jo kuch karna tha, wo hota raha." She mentioned that her house used to be 4 miles from the college and she used to bicycle to attend the college. Her words and eyes and the wrinkles on her forehead clearly showed the vast experience, and the present generation students, especially the young dental, medical or any young woman, must understand the immense strength, dynamism, patience she had in those days, when a paper and a pen were the only means of communication. Today, at the ripe age of 93 in 2020, on 5th September, the Teachers' Day, Dr. Sood was honoured by the IDA of Chandigarh. Now, here comes a small interesting twist in the story. Now, let's go back to before independence time, that is 95 years ago. The first dentist, Dr. Fatima Jinnah of Pakistan, studied from India, that is from Dr. R. Ahmed Dental College, Calcutta, before the India-Pakistan partition, and she later shifted to Pakistan post-partition. And the first women dentist of India actually studied from Pakistan, that is from the D. Montmorency College of Dentistry, Lahore, Pakistan, before partition, and she later shifted to India post-partition. In today's times, there is a huge global gender shift in dentistry with a rise in female dentists, where out of a class of 100 students, 90% are girl students. The present generation going to different countries for higher education is not surprising anymore, as this was seen much before the independence or 97 years ago itself. Trust me, I'm so really proud and happy to talk in my channel about such amazing and inspiring the 3 pioneered women dentists who gave us the path to follow and to understand the women workforce of dentistry. Thank you, my dear young women. I hope it was interesting and inspiring.